The exciting, ever fascinating world of chemistry we're looking today, and beginning looking at chemical reactions. When we look at chemical reactions, it is a process of chemical change. Now, look at a reaction like the following, which is propane plus oxygen gives us carbon dioxide plus water, basically the process that we use to heat many of our homes. We have two things we have to look at. We have to look at reactants, looking at products. Reactants are always on the left side. And it's defined as a substance that you start a chemical reaction with. That is a reactant. The other side is called the products. The products are defined as the substance that you end the chemical reaction with. And that little arrow in the middle, whenever we say that, we say the word yield. So reactants yield products. Reactant substance you start a chemical reaction with. Products is substance you end a chemical reaction. All right, now let's look at a substance such as 3CO2. We've done this, we did formula mass, but let's make sure we get the terms figured out. Now that little 3 out front, that's called the coefficient. Coefficient is defined as, it identifies how many molecules you are. So we have 3 CO2s. We also have a little other number there. That's called the subscript. It's that little number 2 right there. That tells me how many of that element are in the molecule. So we have 3 carbon dioxide molecules. We have 1 carbon and we have 2 oxygens. So we multiply through. We have 3 carbons and we have 6 oxygens. Okay, subscripts, coefficients, good from there. All right, now to balance a chemical reaction, there's a specific process we have to go through. There are steps. First, we're going to balance all metals and semi-metals. Remember, metals on the left side of the chart? Semi-metals are just below the non-metals on that line. We can then balance all non-metals except for hydrogen and oxygen, then balance hydrogen, then balance oxygen. All right, so let's take an example. All right, so we have the one I gave before, propane plus oxygen, gives us carbon dioxide plus water. We'll look at our list. There are no metals or semi-metals. All we have is non-metals, carbon, hydrogen, oxygen. Carbon is my only non-metal. That's not hydrogen or oxygen. I have 3 on the reactant side. I have 1 on the product side. So I'm going to put a coefficient of 3 in front of the carbon dioxide. We can only put coefficients in front when we balance. We can't write subscripts. Okay? Next up for hydrogen, we have 8 on the reactant side. We have 2 on the product side. So what times 2 is 8? That would be 4. So we put 4 in front of the waters. Now we check our oxygens. I have 2 oxygens on the reactant side. I have 3 times 2, which is 6 on the product side, plus 4 times 1, 4. 4 plus 4 is 10. So what times 2 is 10? That'll be 5. That's our balance equation. All right, so let's look at another one. Magnesium chlorate decomposes the magnesium chloride plus oxygen, MgCl2 yields MgCl2O3 in parentheses twice, yields MgCl2 plus O2. All right, so we start with metals. We have a metal, magnesium. I've got 1, and I've got 1, so they're fine. Chlorine, I have 1 inside the brackets with a 2 outside, so we apply through. So I've got 2 on the reactant side, 2 on the product side. We're good. So oxygens, I have 3 inside the brackets. 3 times 2 is 6. And we have 2 on the product side. So put a 3 in front of that, and it's balanced from there. All right. We have 2 more of these we're going to do in class. All right. And then after that, we're going to do these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 with a table partner working through. Hopefully this wasn't too bad. Take care. Be good. Bye.